Hi everybody, my name is Justin Kleber. I am the product manager for Schwinn Indoor Cycling.
I'm Doris Thews. I'm one of the senior master trainers for Schwinn, and I'm the global mentor. I get to train all the master trainers. And today I get to speak with you about this incredible console that creates measurement and motivation to deliver the most excellent classes to your students.
Alright, so when you first come to the Echelon2 console, first you want to consider doing, if you want to save your ride data at the end of the ride, you take a USB stick and you insert it in the USB drive on the top of the console. At the end of the ride, all of your ride data will upload to that USB stick in Excel format, which you can save onto your computer. Then you want to hit the on-off button at the top to turn on the console. Now if you're wearing a heart rate monitor and you want the heart rate monitor to pick up on the console, display on the console, on the third line, at the very left, is where the heart rate will show. Now let's say you're sitting too far away from the console, or perhaps you've forgotten to turn on your heart rate monitor. The console will spend 30 seconds searching for a signal from your heart rate monitor. If after 30 seconds it doesn't pick up your heart rate monitor, it will stop searching and this display will go away, just as you can see right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on my heart rate monitor. If I hit the on-off button again, the console will again start searching for that heart rate signal. So now you can see the console has picked up my heart rate. Next thing I want to demonstrate is how to connect a sport watch, compatible sport watch. My example here is a Garmin 310 XT. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that your sport watch is in search mode, and you want to come into proximity with the console, and the console will send a signal to the heart rate monitor, and the heart rate monitor will say fitness equipment detected. So once your compatible watch picks up the signal from the heart rate monitor, it will start timing and recording the data from the console. At the end of the ride, you'll be able to save the data on your watch and upload it to a compatible program and save that data, much like you can save the data from the USB stick.
So let's dive into this console. Let's start with the simple buttons. The first thing we're going to do is, Justin, I'm going to have you touch that on-off button. Would you mind pressing that? Fantastic. Everything's going to fire up, and I want to talk about the other buttons as well. Let's go to the stage timer. Hands down, probably one of my favorite tools on this console. Right now you're going to notice it's at 0, 0, 0. That's the bottom left corner of the console. I'm going to have Justin press that bottom left button, and what's going to happen, is the top number is the timer. As the timer goes up, you're going to notice information on 2 lines below. So if you would please put a little gear on that bike and do a little work, please.
Gear, you mean a hint sheet?
No, not on my watch, baby.
Alright.
So he's going to turn the gear, and what you're going to see is once he adds gear resistance with his RPMs, he's going to get some distance out of this. So that second number is actually how far he's gone within that time we set the timer. Below that is his average power, and I know you're probably holding back, because I'm sure you could do more than that, but
I don't want to sweat yet.
All right, it's not a bad start, but it's really fun information. What I love now about this new console as well is press the button one more time, please. Ta-da! It memorializes the information. The very top number, the timer, it stops. Here's the best part. Underneath, look at the distance, it stops as well. Later on, I'm going to tell you how you can use this to motivate your class to get incredible results and have an incredible member experience. And then underneath that, it's going to memorize what your power was, your average power for that time frame. Now, the bottom center button, would you press that, please? What that's going to do is it's going to light up the console. Now, standard is about 5 seconds. The reason why we do 5 seconds, people ask this question all the time, is you can look down, look at your information, and come back up and look at the instructor who's coaching you. If you have it on the entire time, which you can, it can actually be a little bright in the room and it becomes the console vortex. Everyone's like so interested in their numbers and they lose touch with the instructor. We average have it about 5 seconds and it works beautifully, saves batteries, it works beautifully. To the right of that is your average and max button. So right now, would you mind just pressing that once? You'll see at the very top, it's going to show what your average power is, average RPM, average heart rate. And what's cool about this is I'm going to show you is maybe halfway through class, you're going to press that button and say, how far have you gone? What's your average? Now the second part of class, let's have a negative split and pick it up a bit. Very, very motivating. It's our preferred tool as instructors to get our members to get the results they need and desire. And then press the button twice, please. Oh baby, that's gonna show your max. It's gonna show your max. So I like to look at max power. Because when I'm doing intervals, I'm like, what have you done so far? Beat it by 1. People are motivated by information. It's also gonna show your max RPM, making sure you're not above the 110 mark, making sure that we're riding authentically as we do with Schwinn. And it's gonna show your max heart rate. Super fun tools. So let's dig in deep and look at the actual matrix. Power. Power is the king of this console. The reason why it's the king of the console is because it will determine how many calories you're gonna burn, and it's also gonna determine your distance. So how is power calculated? Pretty simple. Force plus velocity equals power. What? Force, resistance. This red knob is our resistance knob. We call it the results knob. Because baby, when you turn it, you get results. So that's your resistance. Your RPMs is your velocity. So when you put RPMs with your resistance, guess what you get? Power. So that's what that is. So that power number is really important. We'll be talking about it throughout class, and it's really motivating. Underneath that is your RPMs, revolutions per minute, how quickly you're pedaling. At Schwinn, we say anywhere between 50 and 110 because it's the most authentic and effective place to be. This is really interesting information for folks to see where their pedal speeds are and where they can get the best results. To the left bottom is the heart rate. The heart, Schwinn loves you, but it is your heart rate. And what's cool about that is if you're doing heart rate monitor training or you want to calculate this information to step up your game, to really play with the measurements, it's a really fun tool, especially if you're working as a personal trainer and working with clients. Really great tool. Now let's talk about the calories. Okay, everybody loves calories. And what I love about this is at the end of class, when I have 5 more minutes to go, I go, look at that number. Don't you want to round up? And you should see how quickly people reach down and turn that results knob to get those numbers up. It's a really motivating factor. And what I love too is every week, don't you think they know what their calorie was from last week? You bet they do. So they come back and try to beat it every single week. And then to the right of that is gears. Now gears are really a cool feature that we just added to this console. And what we use for gears is it's a way of looking at RPMs. When you're doing your power and you're adding resistance, your resistance goes up, so will your gears. It's just another bell and whistle to look at. Now this is fantastic for outdoor riders or folks who are used to bikes that have the gear feature. We have it, we've got it, it's covered. Awesome feature. The bottom left and the bottom right, I call these the coaching corners. They're amazing. We've talked about the stage timer, and what's really fun is these are really great for repeats, for hill repeats, flat repeats, distance challenges, time trials, intervals, you name it, Tabatas, 30, 20, 10s. I could go on forever. This makes coaching as an instructor so much easier, which means the members get the results that they want. It's our preferred tool, hands down. To the right of that is your total time, total distance, and total power. Here's what's cool about this. I can say, look at the bottom right-hand corner. My friend, that is what you did individually today. And by the way, take a picture of it with your smartphone because next week, I need you to beat it by 0.1. Those are the features of the console. So much to play with, so much to do. Again, this is our preferred tool as instructors to really have our members have measurable results to get the desire and the experience that they need. Schwinn is all about intensity versus complexity, and these tools help us drive that message home.
Oftentimes I get the question of how do the calories on the Echelon2 relate to the calories from my heart rate monitor? And oftentimes people will say the calories reported by my heart rate monitor are higher than the calories reported by the Echelon2. So what heart rate monitors do is they estimate your caloric burn based off of your heart rate. And we know from science that heart rate and caloric burn are not directly correlated. What we do know from science is that caloric burn is directly correlated to the amount of energy that you expend in an exercise session or power. So we calculate calories based off of power, not based off of heart rate. So that gives us an accurate, repeatable measure of your caloric expenditure on a console during a class when you're riding. Oftentimes that number will be lower than what some heart rate monitors will report. Sometimes that number will be higher than what heart rate monitors will report. And that's again because Your heart rate monitor is simply estimating based off of your heart rate that day. Now I can come into a class and I can be, say, dehydrated, and my heart rate is going to be higher than normal, which is going to say that I've burned more calories when in fact I haven't. And I've burned more calories by riding harder, by riding with higher power. And so what we're giving you is an accurate, repeatable, reliable measure of the food calories that you burned while riding the bike during class.
When we introduced the Echelon console, one of the features that was added was the gear feature. Now, a lot of people didn't even realize it was there because you can turn it on or you can turn it off. With this Echelon 2 console, it's an incredible tool. And how we use it is through the lens of our education. The lens of our education is we keep it about intensity versus complexity. So many times we will use this as a tool to help people find intensity. So right now, by the way, you teach with gear a lot, right?
Absolutely.
He loves gear. He loves it. I don't teach with gear, but he does. In fact, we teach at the same facility, and I know when he's taught because it's always on the bike. So, kind of cool because you can hit multiple instructors and multiple audiences, especially folks who ride outside or people who just love that gear feature. We got it for you. So what I would do, and when I'm coaching gear, is I would say, take me to a moderate intensity. So Justin, take me to a moderate intensity. So he's gonna reach down and turn that resistance knob to the right, the results knob. When he turns it to the right, he'll get results, and he'll also notice that his gear is going up. I would mention to him, please observe your gear. He right now is pulling a 10 because you're kind of a stud, just saying. But if I was to say to him, please keep that intensity, but can you give me a little more resistance, meaning can you give me a little more gear? So can you reach down and give me a little more, but keep that intensity? Now I'm really challenging him to hit that intensity. So it's all about intensity, and when they hit that intensity, they're gonna get results. They're gonna work harder, they're gonna be more dialed into the workout because measurement is motivation, and this is the preferred tool for us to get our members to have the best experience, especially when it comes to gears. All right, are you ready to play?
Absolutely, I'm always ready to play.
So we're gonna do this. What I want you to do is come on forward. Now notice he has his USB stick in, so you are gonna calculate, get measurement for your entire class, which is awesome.
So I'm the data we need.
And actually, I have members who do this every single class and have books of their workouts, and they have charts of their progression and regression. Pretty cool tool to say the least. So let's start by pressing that top on/off button, and we're gonna do a warm-up. Please know I'm just going to give you just a few examples of how efficient and effective this Echelon 2 console can be. This is really just the tip of the iceberg of how much fun you can have when you're teaching, motivating, and getting great results for your members. So when you turn on the console, you're going to notice the top number is power. So in the warm-up, I'm going to get the folks getting ready for their workout, and I'm going to have them just observe. Because in Schwinn education, it's about observation, goals, and challenges. So I'm going to take them through the console. I'm going to say, observe your power. What's it looking like today? Is today a good day? Is today a good day for you? Or is it active rest day? Which one is it?
It's a good day.
Is it a good day?
I think so.
I'm active rest day
Find
today.
out.
So yeah, so I'm just kind of like a sub-max test, kind of seeing what I got today. Then underneath that, I'm going to look at the RPMs. This is really great because in a warm-up, you want people to be anywhere between 50 and 110, and everybody has their sweet spot. My sweet spot right now is about 90 RPMs. What's yours?
90.
Cool, so we're just hanging out here, just kind of cruising, loving life. And then at the bottom left corner, I don't have a heart rate monitor on, but is yours picked up?
Mine's picking up.
Cool,
Absolutely.
so he's got his going. And then so far, I have burned 1 calorie. How about you?
57.
57, oh what? I just made that up.
But I've been riding for 21 minutes. I didn't turn off my console.
All right. And then to the right of that are the gears. Justin's favorite feature. In the bottom left, you're gonna see the stage timers. I love this, and right now it's at 0, 0, 0. The reason is because we haven't pressed that bottom left button yet. But to the right, what you're gonna see is total time, total distance, and average power. Now just for fun, get your left thumb up, because I do this in all my warm-ups. I want people to know what they're doing. Press that bottom left button, and you're gonna notice the time is starting on the left bottom button. Stage timer's going up. It's gonna show how far you've gone if you add resistance, and it's gonna show your average power. Now what I'd like to do as well is have them take their thumbs up again, press it one more time, and let them notice that it freezes. This is one of the coolest features of this Echelon 2 because it freezes the information, and I'll be able to play with this for progression and regression on future drills. So let's reach down, add a little resistance because I have it in a nice easy intensity. Let's turn it into moderate, turning that knob to the right. Again, it's called the resistance knob, but we actually call it the results knob. Because when you turn it to the right, you're gonna get results. And I'm gonna ask you to add a little resistance and get up and out of the saddle. I want you to notice your power out of the saddle. Is it greater? Is your power greater out of the saddle?
No, because I slowed down.
Oh, mine actually is better in the saddle as well. So, you know,
I can pick it up.
Everybody's is different, which is kind of fun because you're starting a conversation, you're introducing the members to the console and how interesting and fun it can be. My RPMs went down, power went up, fabulous. I'm gonna lower my resistance, have a seat, roll my shoulders back, and get them ready for the first stage. High five. All right, first stage. This is basically a stage timer drill, and it can be a flat, it can be a hill, and I'm just gonna give you a quick example of what I'd like to do. So what we're gonna do is a 2-minute flat, hard effort. Okay.
How hard?
It's gonna be very hard.
Cross-eyed hard?
Yes, very hard. So here's what we're gonna do. As I'm gonna have everybody reach down, and let's add some resistance. Let's take our RPMs down to about, let's go 75 RPMs. So we're holding 75 RPMs, which is very, very honest and authentic to outdoor riding. And I'm gonna ask you to take your left thumb up. You ready, babe?
Ready.
Press that button, go hard. Hold that 75 RPM for 2 minutes. Let's see how far we can go in 2 minutes. All right. Now this could be a hill, could be a flat. And as you notice, the stage timer is going up. What else is going up in the center? What is it? Distance, yeah. And then you're seeing your average power go up. Look at your RPMs. Try to keep them in that 75 range. Friends, you're 30 seconds in. Well done. Looking strong. Now what we're doing here is we're going for 2 minutes to see what our distance is. Could we pick distance and see how long it takes? Yes, there's many ways to use this bottom left corner. Keep going. Here's what I want you to recognize. Check out your power. Check out your heart rate. Keep those RPMs in that 75 range. Check out your gears, because that's one of your favorite features.
Right.
You're at the 1 minute mark. You're halfway there.
Only halfway?
Only halfway, I know. Look at that distance. Could you double that in the next minute? Yes or yes?
Yes.
You sure could. Could you add a little more resistance? For the next minute, which means your gears are gonna go up, power's gonna go up, and we're gonna make this happen. Woo! I'm starting to sweat.
I am too. I forgot my towel.
Uh-oh.
And my water.
Try a different hand position on the handlebars. Try something different. Friends, you have 30 seconds. Suck it up, Buttercup, you got this, let's do it. Look down at that distance. How close are you to making it happen? This is you versus you, so go hard, come on. Dig, dig. With 15 seconds to spare, do you have something a little more in you? Oh, he does, yeah, he does. Keep it at that hard intensity. 5, 4, when you hit the 2 minute mark, thumbs up, press the button, boom, ho, ho, ho. You owe me nothing. High five.
Nice.
All right, so here's what I want you to notice. 2 minutes. That center number is the distance that you just went. So in the lens of Schwinn education, I would say, when we repeat this, I want you to beat that distance. Your goal is to beat it, and it could be by 0.01. Just beat it. And maybe the third time, the challenge would be beat it by 0.02, or just beat that other distance. It's really interesting. So again, hill repeats, flats, whatever it takes, this stage timer is gonna deliver. Let me spin this one more way too. Could I have said 0.25? I want you to go to 0.25. Justin and I would press that button. He's gonna get there before I will. He's a dude.
How do you know?
Because I put my money on you. And he's very, very strong. He would get there before I would get there. But we can also see how long it took us to go 0.25. And we can repeat that again and again. So hills, flats, distance, times, so many fun things to play with. And that, my friends, is one of my favorite features. So roll your shoulders back. Take a big deep breath in. Lower that gear. Don't check out. Here's what we're gonna do next. Let's do a set of intervals. Okay? I know. So here is what's gonna happen.
We're gonna go anaerobic, which means we're in our biggest power number. How do we know what our biggest power number is? By taking your right thumb up, press the bottom button twice. Goodness gracious, do you see the power max number? That, my friend, is your biggest number. One more time, press it twice, check it out. Now it is your job to say hello to that number again and maybe add on. I'm gonna give you 2 opportunities to meet or beat that. Are you up for it?
Sure.
Let's do 30 seconds, just for time, but we can make this 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever. So here's what I want you to do. Reach down. Start adding resistance. Let's bring our RPMs down. Bringing it down. Beautiful. I love to hang out like in the 80s. So let's hang out here in the 80s. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Get your left thumb up. Put your finger over that left stage timer. When I say go, you're gonna add resistance, and you're also gonna pick up your cadence. Keep it under 110, fasty pants. All right? Your goal is to go anaerobic and beat that max number. Do you know your max number?
I do.
Okay, on your mark, 30 seconds, set, go. Everything you have. If you need to add resistance, do it, which will reflect in a gear increase. Go, go, go. Don't hold back. We are approaching that halfway mark. Your glass is half full. Push, baby, push, come on. Get it, 10 seconds. Come on, Justin, come on.
I'm going.
Let's do it.
Going.
You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Thumbs up, press that bottom button. Woo! Well done. You hit 30 seconds, congratulations. You see your distance. The question is, did you hit that power? Get your thumb up, press it twice. Oh, I totally did it. You do it? How did you hit it? You crushed it?
I threw it away.
You crushed it. That's fantastic. Let's do it one more time. You should have seen his face. One more time, baby.
If it was my class, it would be 4 more times.
Well, I know, but this is a demo, honey. This is a demo. Could you do this with 30, 20, 10s? Yes. Could you do this with Tabatas? Yes. Minute on, minute off. Add up, break down. Many ways to do intervals, but one more time.
One more time.
Say, I love you, power number, but I must move on. Get ready. Finger on the left stage timer. Keep it under 110. Anaerobic. On your mark. Get set. Go. Come on, friends. Beautiful. Now this is rider's choice. You can be in or out of the saddle. Whatever it takes to get the number you need to beat that last distance. Yes. Beautiful. Friends, we're at the 20-second mark. 10 seconds of your life. Hand it over. Come on, friends. Dig deep. 5, 4, 3. It's gonna be close. 2. Ah, hit that button. Woo. Okay. By the hair of my chinny chin chin. How about you? Did you hit it? Did you? Did you hit it?
I went 100 watts over.
What? Then you were sandbagging. So anyway, just fun stuff. I barely did it by 3. All right, up and out of the saddle.
I'm not ready to do that again.
No, I know, right? Here's what's fun about that, is members love to see the time. Because then they feel like, I don't have to wait on this instructor who maybe has it right. They know for a fact, when it's 10 seconds left, it is right there. So then they own the workout and they deliver. They deliver with great results. Awesome, awesome job. I use this for threshold ladders as well. Super fun thing to do. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. Lower the gear, and we're actually gonna go into playing with intensity. One more thing I wanna show you before we cool it down. These bikes with this console can help you find intensity in so many different ways. So right now, let's slow down. Just take it to about 60 RPMs. Easy intensity today, so easy breezy. Do you know what easy is? Do you know, have you ever, knowing your personality, you don't know what easy is.
See how I'm sweating? Do you think I know easy?
No, he doesn't. Okay, so nice, easy, keep it in the 60 range. Now there's many ways to find intensity, and intensity is a big part of our education. So this is in the 60 range, and it's like easy. Now how would I make this more challenging? Clearly, reach down, take that knob, turn it to the right, and give me a little more resistance. Hold in the 60 range, the RPMs, but give me your intensity. Now easy just got moderate. You're not on vacation. It's not easy, but it's not hard, but you feel strong and fierce here. And you can hang out here for about 20 minutes, no problem. Now I'm gonna ask you To reach down, give you a little more resistance. Now it's starting to get hard. Yeah, challenging. You're struggling. Every pedal stroke you gotta earn. I'm not giving it to you. Beautiful. Look at your power number. It should be going up. And then, my friends, same RPM. More resistance. Let's go anaerobic. Just for 10 seconds. Give it to me. Look at the power number. Going up like the stock market. Fabulous. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back.
Stock market doesn't go up.
Sometimes in my world. So here's what you need to know. That's how we found intensity by adding resistance. But what if we played with RPMs? Because we can, because we have the console. So let's take it to back to 60. And here's what I'm going to ask. Slow it down. Nice. Slow it down. Take it to easy 60 RPMs. Instead of adding resistance, my friends, we're going to add RPMs, cadence. Bring it down. Slow it down just a bit more. Okay, we're in the 60 range. Are you in the 60?
Right there.
Promise. All right. Now here's what I want. This should feel easy breezy. I could be here all day. I look fabulous. I'm fierce. Now I want you to pick up your RPMs to 70. Pick them up to 70. That instantly should take you from easy to moderate. You're working now. You're working now. The heart lungs are working. You're not miserable. Okay. We're gonna go from moderate to hard. Pick up the RPMs, 80s. 80 RPMs. You are starting to huff, and you are starting to puff. And your legs and lungs are not happy.
There they are.
Now we're gonna go into anaerobic. Pick up the RPMs to 90. Notice how your intensity changes just by picking up leg speed. All right, pull it back. Because of these consoles, we can play with intensity, resistance, leg speed, gears. So many options to get our members where they need to be for good intensity and great results. So let's pretend the class is over, because this could be like a 10-hour video with all the stuff that we have, but we just want to kind of show you what you can do. Here's what I want you to do. Slow your legs down. And when you slow your legs down as we finish our workout, here's what I love to do. Slow it down. You're going to notice that the screen is going to flash. It takes about 10 seconds. When it starts to flash, you're going to take your right hand up. Do you have yours? Yeah. And then hold on to that bottom right button. Here's the magic of this console. You're going to see average and max information. This is when you tell your members, congratulations on your workout. Look at your average power. Look at your max power. Fantastic. Look at your RPMs. Were they under 50? Not efficient. Over 110? Too fast. Keep it in that range. Look at your heart rate. Are you getting stronger on this bike? Are you pulling bigger power with lower heart rates? Look at your average heart rate. Look at your max heart rate. Look at your calories. Those are always fun. And I love to push the last 5 minutes saying, you've got 5 more minutes to make those numbers go up. And then you're gonna look at your stage timer, bottom right corner. This is my favorite because literally, if I had $1 for every time people said, how far did we go? Just like that. I don't know. Now I can say, look at the bottom right. In this amount of time, you went this far, and this was your max and average power. That is powerful information. So I have them break out their smartphones, take a picture of this console, because next week, I'm gonna duplicate this same class, and I'm gonna ask them to improve the results by 1%. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, my friend here has the USB, so why don't you talk about that?
So once you're in the summary mode where you see your average and your max power flashing, if you look to the right of the RPM date label, you'll notice the USB symbol will flash. What that is telling you is that it's uploading the data from your ride to your USB stick. Once that USB symbol stops flashing, that means your data is uploaded. You can go ahead and pull your stick out. You've got your data. Plug it into your computer, open it up. You'll see a file in there called MPower Echelon2 with the .csv. All you gotta do is open that up into Excel, and your ride data will pop up in Excel format, and you can save it as an Excel file.
Now, as a personal trainer, I travel a ton, so I always tell my clients, hey, I need you to put in a century. And they're like, okay. I'm like, no. I hand them the stick and go, I need to see you put in a century. So now they're accountable. You can make your clients accountable not only as a Group X instructor, but as a personal trainer by using these bikes and taking classes. Another feature I want to touch on that I didn't have a chance to really demonstrate on was that average button. Let's just say I was going halfway through class and I said, press the button, let's see your averages. Can you beat them the second half? Another tool. We really could be here for hours. There's so much to talk about and there's so much fun on these consoles, but hopefully we gave you just enough to make you a little dangerous make your appetite wet to really dig into this MPower 2 console. It is the preferred tool for instructors to really motivate their members for measurable results.
So as you can tell, Doris and I had a great little workout here, even though it was short. If you have any more questions about anything regarding the Echelon 2 console or the Schwinn bikes in general, follow the links to some of the websites that will be posted at the end of this video where you can access videos, owner's manuals, instruction manuals, bulletins that take you all through the bike and through the console. There's a wealth of information out there that we have provided for you, so please don't hesitate to follow the links and go find that information.
And make sure to follow us on social media. Right.